I don't think anybody drank listening to this music.
No, you're
this
right.
This is pillhead music to the max. In the early 90s, there was a big takeover within Gabba with neo-fascist groups. So they start making...
Well, yeah, I can just see it.
Yeah, groups start making fucking full-blown, like, white supremacist fucking Gabba music. Now, they were quickly alienated and forced out of the scene by everybody else.
Yeah.
The Netherlands would have, like, a massive kind of black community. You know, always did. So the people who were making this music, this was all about unity, and we're all alive on the streets together. And this is Gabba music. It means friend. It means pal.
Yeah.
You know, in the fucking local vernacular. That's perfectly fine. That's if you like it, that's great. Don't let fucking dirt into it. You know. What they do is they just do these kind of octave jumps in the synth to try and break it up, and then they cut out a kick and they cut out a snare. Like, it's real bog standard. Do you remember that program years ago when you were a kid called EJ?
I loved it.
I loved EJ.
Dance EJ.
The best crack ever.
I made a whole album on
so
that.
did I. And I had it played in a nightclub.
Fuck off.
Had it played in a fucking nightclub.
I'm going to try and find that album.
I bet you can find that program and just make it again. It'll only take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Everything was so cut well.
You could just get something in the same key and just throw it all on. It was Dance EJ was the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, it was.
Then
there
was Hip Hop EJ, which wasn't that great.
No, the dance one.
Yeah, the Dance EJ 1, 2 and 3 and possibly 4. I swear to God, I spent hours on them. And that is how I became interested in making
making music. Yeah, that's my first introduction
and music
to making music. For me, it
PlayStation.
was just Dance EJ.
Yeah.
And I had Hip Hop EJ. I had fucking all the EJs, and I had fucking great fun making them. And from there, then it was Fruity Loops, where you could actually start.
Yeah,
you could use a piano roll,
actually start,
and you could use a real
choosing
sequencer.
your own notes.
Yeah,
where you could get things wrong.
100%.
Yeah.
And the fact that it came with drum machines built in, it came with synths built in. They were all bog standard, but they were fun.
Yeah.
But this to me sounds like...
I miss Dance EJ.
Yeah.
I had Fatboy Slim's version. He brought out a version on a PC called... Jeez, I can't remember the name of it, but it was very hard to use.
But I would tell you what, it must have been fucking 10 times more complicated than the software he used to make those fucking albums.
Yeah, to be fair.
On a fucking Amiga. Jesus Christ. But this music sounds like it was banged together. Like, if there was a Gabba EJ, like, it wouldn't...
This sounds like it was... It doesn't... The structure of it is
exactly.
just blocks.
It's just blocks of 4.
Yeah.
Block. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible music. Rotterdam Hardcore, a.k.a. Gabba.
No thanks. Are you put it in the bin? Did it do anything good? Or, you know what?
I don't know whether I put it in the bin. It's just... I just hate it.
Yeah.
I just hate it. But as other people like it, and I don't really have a problem with other people liking it. What I do have a problem with, I'm pretty sure everybody who does like it is a drug dealer.
Yes.
Almost certainly.
Or a junkie.
And they drive like BMWs, blacked out BMWs, and I'm instantly afraid of them.
The older ones as well, the older BMWs.
Exactly,
like
because I'm from Cabra, so that's the fucking bogeyman. Is what that is.
I see a window rolling down and you hear that getting louder because the window's rolling down and you just the shit.
And I watch loads of films. No one has guns.
Yeah.
Like back then and anyway. But I watched too many films. I know. Ice-T's going to lean out there with a Mac 10 and he's going to put fucking rounds through me. Even though he probably just has a hurl with a nail through it.
Like, that's more of a... Like, there's a few things on this where we're going to sound a bit pretentious because we're slagging the fans of the music. I've nothing against the fans of this Gabba music, whatever, but that music itself is awful.
Techno is I'm not a huge techno fan. I don't hate it. What I find about techno is this living, breathing, evolving thing.
It's
musical,
so huge.
But it's musical as well.
But I really like techno, but I don't like hardcore techno. It's too fast for me, man. It's just it's like 150 to 180.
That's where Gabba lives as well. It's too much. It's too much, and because of that, you're limited.
But if you listen to modern techno now, it's really dark and almost industrial, and I like it. I do like a lot of it. Because I don't do any drugs. I'd get bored of it at a club after a while, though.
Yeah, but that's one of the things.
My time frame would be a normal human being's time frame, not like I don't get lost in and trance and all that. It's pointless to me.
This is one of the things that I read about Gabba is that it was their weird blend of industrial and hard house that kind of gave birth to Gabba. You know, and it started off as a reasonably small thing, but because it was very elite and very small, people started adopting it, and then all of a sudden it was a cool thing to be involved in. Yeah. You know, in fucking Amsterdam and Rotterdam. But Gabba can fuck off, but it shouldn't necessarily get in the bin. Who's your next one?
My next one is second only to reggaeton. It's fucking third wave ska. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm actually dreading this. The song I picked is Real Big Fish, and that name hurts me because it's R-E-E-L. Because you have to put a cool pun in these stupid pop punk, not pop punk, sorry, ska punk. The song is Sell Out from 1996. It's one of the big third wave ska big songs.
This is a Tony Hawk song.
They're all Tony Hawk songs.
Yeah, but this is their Tony Hawk song.
This is typical Orange County ska punk.
Yep.
It's the third wave, like I said, so it's alongside Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Sublime, Less Than Jake, Acrobats, Mad Caddies, and even up to recently, The Interrupters, who are so shit.
Yeah, garbage. Now, I'm gonna.
You like Acrobats or Mad Caddies?
I'm gonna cast my fucking net here, and I'm gonna say that the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones will definitely had their roots in that third wave ska, where 10 times more imaginative and released proper kind of punk albums.
Fair enough.
Right? Now,
I'll never know.
What I will
apart from that sentence that you just said there, I'll never know.
Yeah, and keep it that way. I will say that the Acrobats turned into a pop band. They're essentially like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the band. That's what they turned into. So at the start, they were absolutely one of these shitty American third wave kind of poppy ska punk fucking garbage bands. It's no interest. Later on, they evolved. You're absolutely right, though. Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake, Sublime, more of a reggae thing, but
junky
still
reggae.
garbage. Still fucking garbage. Hot garbage.
Don't talk about that part of that song because that's going to come up in a different podcast.
Yeah, I fucking... oh, God. I fucking have no time for this music. However, I don't... This would not be my second worst or
It
first
is for
worst.
me. It's for me, ska. Not early ska. Like, you know what? I actually don't mind the specials. I really don't. I have to be honest with you. When I listen to the specials, they're second wave, maybe.
They're two-tone. Yeah,
two-tone.
Close enough, yeah.
There's two types of fucking special song that I can see in my head, right? There's the slightly slower version with kind of a minor key, really kind of dark.
The specials are actually musical. Yeah.
Dark kind of fucking
specials are
tones
musical.
in it. And some of it doesn't feel happy, and I like that. And some of it feels kind of grimmish. Yeah. Like, but then there's the no. So I'm going to play a bit of fucking
play this.
Real Big
Jump in. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's disgusting music. Oh God! Oh God, no! Right, listen to the vocals. Not even the worst vocals of these songs, man, actually, to be fair. Oh,
did you meet a girl at the rock show, did you?
Yeah.
That's painful.
That literally, I swear to God. You know what? I reckon... I can't tell whether I hate this or reggaeton more. They're both of them.
Reggaeton.
Yeah.
At least there's like guitars and
I'll
band.
say this.
And
as well.
Real Big Fish are doing the rounds a long time.
I don't care.
A long time.
This kind of tour, that Warped Tour music. No, Warped Tour is a bit of a wide net, to be fair. But this kind of
listen,
ska.
I'm with you. I despise ska. I can't do it. I hate third wave ska. I hate 99.9% of the bands in this.
Cargo shorts and two-tone fucking Vans.
Flame shirts.
Yeah. And frosted tips
and sunglasses. Yeah. It's fucking disgraceful. I'm with you. What I will say...
bowling shorts as well, if I'm not
bowling
mistaken.
Shorts, yeah.
No,
what I'll say is, you listen to that song there, if you transpose that song entirely into like minor key and slow it down a tiny bit, you're left with Rock from the Crypt, who are one of the greatest bands of all time.
Do you know
it's
what?
a formula again.
But they have enough brass, let's say, not brass, but tubas and trumpets that are not. They're mixed well. That sounds harsh.
Oh,
it's so harsh.
Yeah, well, you have to remember.
It's very hard to record those.
Well, I sound like I'm defending it. I'm not defending it. I fucking hate this. This is garbage. Yeah, and that's not even the worst Real Big Fish song. If you delve deep there, you will find the Balrog of fucking third wave ska. Like,
I would rather. I'd honestly, do you know what? Rather than like be stuck with this in my life, I'd rather lick under the oven.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where the flavour lives.
Yeah, I'd rather put my tongue under the oven, lick under there. I just hate this so much.
I'm with you.
And you know what? It's not even an active hate. This will just play, and I'll try to ignore it. Yeah. And I can't. I won't even talk about it. I won't even talk to the person next to me. They'll just look at me and go, "What's wrong?" And I go. And I'm like, you know what's wrong? And they go, oh, this music's fucking awful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the music played in the elevator down to hell, is what it is.
Yes.
Like,
and the elevator's flying down at full speed, and you feel like that your stomach is.
But you don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah.
It could do that forever, or you could be dead in 10 seconds. Who knows?
Yeah. That is the hell.
Yeah.
The hell is the elevator. No, that goes on forever. There's no hell. Because at least with hell you think, right, I'm going to get to the end of it and I'm going to burn alive or whatever like that. No, that is hell. Hell is the elevator with third wave ska playing it that never ends. And you think, when do we get there? It's like, oh no, mate, you're
still
here.
Going, yeah, and they're still touring.
You're here. You're in the elevator. This is the hell.
And I'm pretty sure they played here recently. So did Less Than Jake.
They probably played together and all this.
They did actually. That's right. They did. And there's someone else on the bill. I can't remember. Some other dirt. Oh. Dirt, flying dirt.
Anyway, listen, I'm actually annoyed, so I want to move off this.
Right.
Would I delete? Oh, hang on. No. I would not delete this music because if we deleted this, we might not get Mr. Bungle. Although Mr. Bungle probably would have been a bit around the same time as this. But still, there's a chance that deleting this could delete Mr. Bungle, therefore Mike Patton Fight No More, therefore Rage Against the Machine, and a load of cool, deadly shit. So you can't delete it, unfortunately.
You just grin and bear it.
It's a disgusting cog in a machine that I'm fond of.
Grin and bear it music is all it is.
Who's your next just obscene genre?
My next one is technical death metal.
Right, yeah. I don't mind it. I actually like a lot of it. So this is a genre to me I actually not just put up with, I like a lot of it. But the fans are what I have a problem with.
I don't think I even know any fans, bar what you just told me you liking it. The first.
I like some of it.
This is I don't even know how to describe what it is. First of all, I picked a band called Atheist, who are considered to be the pioneers of technical death metal. I picked a song called Mother Man. It's the fucking Atheists.
I never really listened to them, so yeah.
These guys are considered to be the originators of the kind of genre. They were formed in 1984 in Florida, of course. All metal bands are from Florida. This style of music kind of developed in the early 90s. I'm just going to read.
I can see why people hate it. I can definitely see why you hate it. This will never be for you.
No, I'm going to read what the definition of technical death metal is, and it's dynamic structures, complex rhythms, diminished chords, arpeggios, complex bass lines, and blast beat drums. There's nothing in there I like.
Is that 5 out of 5 bad for you? Nothing 5 strikes there.
The kind of key work in the genre is considered to be the album Piece of Time by Atheist. So essentially what it is, it's death metal meets jazz meets prog. That's pretty much what the formula. If you had to mathematically work out what TDM, technical death metal, is, that's what it is. The big bands are Death, Atrocity, and Cynic. Right, that's your three. And
Cynic, I love Death. I have to say. I'll
say this: I would listen to Death over any of these other bands.
Yeah,
but
they're touching a bit of trash as well.
Yeah, they're definitely the apex of this.
But it is death metal.
Yeah. Cynic, I think, was one of the lads or two of the lads from Atheist. Formed after Atheist, or it was like a sub band or something fucking weird. I didn't get that full into it. I don't give a shit about it. What I will say is that I don't hate it. I just don't understand how anybody can like it.
You couldn't listen to it.
I couldn't. If it was on, I guarantee I'd have a conversation with somebody about, like, that's real. What's going on?
Yeah,
that's what it is. This sounds like music to me, like people who want to feel like they're better at music than everybody else listens to.
There's definitely an element to that, as well as that it feels like they get bored after 4 seconds of the bit they just wrote and we'll have to do a new bit.
Well, even listening to this, let me play a little bit of this song, right? Now, what's interesting about this song is that it starts off one way, right? So you get your fucking proggy, jazzy bit. And then,
that's what I'm saying. There's so many bits in these songs.
Yeah, and then you get your fucking metal bit. And that's fine. Yeah. The actual death metal bit is perfectly fine. But listen to this.
That sounds like Mr. Bungle.
Yep. Don't like them either.
That's more clowny than I expected. That's almost clownish.
Yep. Like, now, let me jump ahead a tiny bit. Let's see if
that feels like it could turn to ska.
No, wait for it. We're into death metal now.
Right riff, that.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. It's painful. I can't do it. I can't get into it. If I was in a room full of people who were like, "Oh, put Atheist on," I'd probably just open up a vein.
Jeez, I can't believe I actually found a band I might want to listen to. I can't believe